Secretary General of the Environmental Fund for the region, the JEF National Focal Points, our Permanent Secretary for Waterways and Environment, Mr. Joshua Wycliffe, key stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, Bula Vinaka to you all, and welcome to Fiji. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you all here today to the fourth day of the workshop on the JEF Facility Expanded Constituency for 2019. As alluded to by the previous speaker, we are delighted to be hosting this four-day event that has provided an opportunity for us all to come together and discuss procedures, policies, and strategies that enable us to implement projects with speed and efficiency. All of us have a body of knowledge. All of us think that there's a way to do things. But there are times when we do these things in our own constituencies, in our own countries, in our own institutions, we tend to lose the common vision. And that is one of the reasons why often we have workshops of this kind, is to keep us on track and ensure that we share the common vision, we share what we would want to do ultimately, so that we don't lose track of that. For Fiji, the JEF partnership has made demonstrable contributions to delivering environmental benefits in accordance with its mandate as a unique financial mechanism. It is in spite of the growing environmental threats that continue to grow, driven by human activities, lifestyle choices, resulting in pollution, biodiversity loss, degradation of land and water, fragmentation of ecosystems, and climate change. Fiji has striven to manage common pool resources and improve governance of fighting challenges that include quicker onset of environmental degradation. There is increased interest in development projects in Fiji, and that this could see increased in the rate at which some of our environmental resources could be exploited, and therefore we need to heighten our efforts to develop frameworks and assist in environmental management in particular, without vis-a-vis affecting growth and development quest. So therein lies one of the major challenges, is how do we deliver onto a Pareto optimal solution where, while environment is not my also, but we are able to pursue growth and development and track and implement those investment projects. Fiji is a proud partner with JEF, the largest funder, achieving global environmental benefits with a global partnership among 183 countries, international institutions, non-government organizations, and the private sector. This support from JEF has included investment in the establishment of biodiversity conservation, support for forest restoration, sustainable land management, integrated water resource management, safe disposal of hazardous chemicals, and climate change mitigation. It's common knowledge that our Pacific Island nations, being large ocean states, are vulnerable to the threats of climate change, environmental degradation, and the need to act and protect is extremely urgent. The support and commitment of JEF in the protection of our environment, therefore, has assisted and continues to assist the Pacific and other regions tackle these environment problems to achieve formidable results. I understand that this JEF expanded constituency workshop would assist our national focal points, conventional focal points, and other key stakeholders to take an integrated approach in tackling these issues. It is also an opportunity for other JEF partners, especially JEF implementing agencies, to discuss new policies and procedures and share experiences with JEF projects and the integration within national policy frameworks. I would like to take this opportunity to thank JEF on delivering resources towards the protection and enhancement of Fiji's and the region's environment. I understand, as part of the JEF Knowledge and Learning Day yesterday and the day before, you have had opportunity to visit Natutu and Watua villages in Ba, the project sites for the Fiji Rich to Reef Star project. The Ministry of Waterways has engaged with these two villages through this program. But these are not the only two places where you would see a glaring example of how
nature as well as human-induced activities have resulted in environmental damages. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the worries that we have is that some of these environmental damages could be irreversible, and therefore we need to act now to ensure that we protect this environment and show our commitment and responsibility to protect these resources for future generations. The Fiji R2R project's objective is to preserve biodiversity, ecosystem services, sequester carbon, improve climate resilience, and sustain livelihoods through a reef-to-reef management of priority water catchments. There are 6 catchments that come under this project. Some of the activities have included catchment management planning, marine protected areas, planting of vetiver grass to stabilize river banks from erosion, planting of trees to restore degraded forest areas, sequestering common marine resource inventory survey, collection of scientific data for better management of freshwater species, mangrove nurseries, community capacity building and financial mechanisms to ensure economic equity within communities. I'm informed that Fiji has progressed relatively quicker in the last 2 business quarters. There have been additional efforts that have been put in place to ensure timely implementation of all project activities and the completion within timelines. I often continue to quiz and interrogate our own staff in terms of what are the real outputs. At times we kind of lose ourselves in talking and identifying inputs as outputs, and I often talk to our staff saying that, look, you need to separate out inputs and outputs. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what matters is what is the outputs that we have delivered, because that will determine the outcome, the entire mission and vision. I encourage everyone present here today to continue working towards a stronger collaboration, because therein lies our ability to gain efficiencies from the limited resources that we have. Forging partnerships to address environmental challenges we face nationally. We could use the existing systems, frameworks, and models that some of you may have developed, so that we could share it and deliver into greater efficiency. I'm glad that this GEF ECW has provided that platform, and I hope that you all will go much richer with a new volume of knowledge, new stock of knowledge after this workshop. And that is what is targeted. Anytime you have a workshop or any research, the idea is that the beginning you had a stock of knowledge, a volume of knowledge, and when it finishes, you have either interrogated the existing volume of knowledge that you had or existed in the area and decided whether that is relevant or not, or you have gained a new stock of knowledge, new body of knowledge, which will assist you in doing what you're doing better and efficiently. The Fiji government would like to thank GEF Secretariat for organizing this important event for Fiji and the region. Let us treat this unique financial mechanism as a special privilege, using this as a platform to exert action where there is inaction, give voice to the voiceless, to fill the many gaps that still scar our environments. Let us all work together and ensure a well-preserved environment for us and our future generations to come. Thank you. Naka.
And we'll have tea.